Sensible potters have spent the last few months preparing their Christmas ornaments for sale, whereas I started mine from scratch 2 weeks ago. In fact, I didn't even have a 3D printer at that point. I had to buy one and wait for it to arrive to see if this would even work. I'm making these baubles with a process I don't usually use called slip casting. Slip casting is perfect for making something like a bauble because you can make incredibly ornate forms incredibly thinly, which will make them significantly lighter than all but the most exquisitely well-made wheel thrown pieces. Slip casting is a multi-stage process. First you have to make your plaster molds, and then you have to pour liquid clay into them, which sets from the outside in, allowing you to make a hollow bauble with a very thin wall. To make my plaster molds, I 3D printed a modular system which had hard plastic outer walls, and I made a silicone shape to go in the middle, allowing me to have more texture on the piece and still be able to remove it from the plaster. Having cast a few sets of these, I had to leave the plaster to dry out over the course of about a week, which has been the slowest part of this process so far. But once they're dry, I can reassemble them, hold it together with a big elastic band, and pour my slip into the internal shape. The clay sets where it's in contact with the plaster, and the wall thickness builds up over time. So after about 2 minutes, I pull the remaining slip back out, and I'm left with a thin wall in the shape of my design. After a bisque firing, they're ready to glaze. The most obvious choice for glazes are my Effervescent Sunset and Effervescent Storm colourways. These respond particularly well to the raised dot pattern, and as the pieces are fired upside down, the glaze appears to be flowing up the finished bauble.